and I have finally finished Pages & Co. Tilly and the Book Wanderers by Anna James. I quite enjoyed this. It was very interesting. I gave it a 3 stars, but that was mainly because I felt like the first half of this book was really slow, like not much was happening. I know that there was a lot of like world building in here, but I kind of felt like the adventure part of this wasn't until sort of like the last quarter of the book, I want to say, and then it just kind of went really fast. Like you weren't able to really like get involved in the story, like really getting into the story. I'm sure that book 2 will probably be more involved in the adventure, because now we've had the world building set up in this one. But yeah, I mean, it was enjoyable. I did enjoy it. So this was my Mermaid's Lagoon prompt, which was to read a book featuring a female Bond, and there was her Bond, Tilly's Bond, with her grandma, with her mum, who was missing throughout the majority of this book, and who she was on a sort of adventure to try and find. So yeah, I did enjoy it. I did enjoy the book. So that is that prompt. So although that is my 3rd prompt on the journey, I've already completed my 4th prompt, which was Orion Found, and I read Orion Lost for that. I'm now on to my 5th and final prompt. I am at the Bookkeeper's Stronghold, and for that I am reading the 2nd book in the Magisterium series, written by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. And this one is the Copper Gauntlet, and I am buddy reading this with Charlotte. She messaged me earlier and said, hey, are you ready to start? And I said, yes, pretty much. So I believe we're going to read a couple of chapters today and then move on tomorrow. I was a little bit busy when she messaged me, so I kind of had to say to her, well, you read and then tell me where you get to, and then I will try and catch up. So sorry about that, Charlotte. I'm going to try a Reese's peanut butter cup first. My husband said I could try these on my own because he doesn't like peanut butter and he doesn't like the laces, so he said I could try them. So all my American friends will know what these look like, but my British friends might not. So this is what the Reese's Buttercup looks like. So I'm going to take it out of its wrapping. Ooh. So there it is. I'm going to take a bite. Now I don't know why, but I honestly thought that chocolate was going to be like a crunchy hard chocolate, but it's not. It's very soft and the whole thing just disintegrates in your mouth. It is very nice, but I will say very, very sweet. Like, that's one thing I'm noticing with a lot of American sweets that I have tried in the past. They're extremely sweet, like really, really, the sweetness level on them is intense. I don't think our sweets here in the UK are as sweet as Americans. Okay, so I'll have some more of that later. But I went to try, I'm going to try the Butterfingers. Let me just grab my drink because I'm going to need to wash my mouth out a bit so I can encourage this one. So yeah, this is a crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery Butterfinger. So let's try this one. Oh, bit has fallen off. Oh, that's good because now we can see the inside. So that's the insides, and it is like a chocolate finger basically. So let's see what this is like. So this again, the chocolate is quite soft, but the inside is really crispy and has a real crunch to it. It does start to crumble though. As soon as you go to bite it, it starts to disintegrate and crumble. But yeah, I really like that. I actually prefer, because they're both a kind of peanut butter covered with chocolate kind of sweet. And I think I would say that I prefer the Butterfinger over the Reese's Peanut Cups. Sorry, because I just feel I like the crunchiness of the Butterfinger over the softness of the peanut butter, but that's a personal taste for me. I like crunchy sweets. Using my cup from my Feraloo. So let's try one of the sour punches. Okay, so when we get our laces, we don't get this cute little plastic thing for them to go on. So they're just in like that. Oh, these are sticky. Okay, so we have them like that. They've got lots of like sugar on them, and ours don't come with sugar on them either. I like these. Okay, so I love sour sweets. I love the sour, like Haribo's and things like that. This is very sticky and very chewy, kind of jelly sweet, and that sour kick is strong. But yeah, I really like them. I think out of all of them, I gotta say, I like these. I like these sour punches. I would like to try different flavours as well. Like if they do a strawberry or an apple one, that would taste really nice. An apple sour. Oh, I just love apple sours. But yeah, so I'm definitely, I do really like these. And then I would say it'd have to be the Butterfinger, and then the Reese's peanut butter cake thing, chocolate thing. What's it called? Reese's Cups. That's what they're called. Reese's Cups. Those things. So that was me testing. Oh, drop in. Some American sweets from the Snack Crate. From the Snack Crate subscription box. So if you would like to know any details for this, I think they were doing a promotion at first where I got my first box for about £16.99. That's in English UK money, and then the boxes after that are £22.99. And as I say, we got about 12 items in the box, so that was pretty good. As I say, we do have one more box coming, and hopefully my husband and I will do a box opening for that. So look out for that video in the future. It is on its way to us, but it's got to get from America to us, and in the current situation that we are under, it's probably going to take a little bit longer than it would normally. So yeah, it's just the way it is at the moment. So thank you very much. I nearly did a wrap up then, and we're not at the end of the wrap up because I still have a whole book left to read for the Believathon, and that's what we're here for. We're just getting extra bits in between as well. So I am going to go get started on this, message Charlotte and see how far through she's got, because I think she mentioned about reading the first 3 chapters, but if she gets engrossed in it, she might read a little bit further. So I need to go message her, see where we're reading up to today, and get a start on this and get back into this world that I fell in love with at the beginning of the Believathon. So yeah, I'm going to go off and do that now. So I will see you soon. Hi, so today it is Wednesday the 20th of May. and it's about 3:20 in the afternoon. I'm a little hot and bothered because I've just got out of the shower. Anybody else feel like getting a shower on a hot day is more trouble than it's worth? I feel hotter now than I did before I got in the shower. Why? I don't. Anyway, update. I am still reading Magisterium, the second book in the Magisterium series, the Copper Gauntlet. This is by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. I'm quite far through it. I haven't got very much longer to go. I'm on chapter 12, which is page 182 out of 264. So only about 80 pages left. Charlotte and I are hoping to have this finished today, and then that will be my Believathon journey over. So yeah, I'm hoping to finish this today, so hopefully there will be another update later telling you it's done, it's completed, and I can tell you my thoughts on it without too many information to spoil it. But that is my reading update at the moment. I have a couple of puzzles to open. So I have been watching the YouTube channel The Shows Must Go On for the last couple of weeks. On a Friday, they have been posting at 7 p.m. Like stage to screen sort of productions of Andrew Lloyd Webber's musicals. So we've had Joseph and His Technicolor Dreamcoat, we've had Phantom of the Opera, we've had Cats, we've had Ask Jeeves, which I've never seen before and I still haven't seen because I missed that one. And what was the other one? Oh, Jesus Christ Superstar. Yeah, out of all of them, my favourite is the Phantom of the Opera, but then second favourite is Cats. I used to have that and I went to look for it and I couldn't find it anymore, and then my daughter reminded me I had it on VHS. That's why. That's how long ago I had it. So I really, I was gutted when I realised I didn't have it anymore. So I went on to Amazon. I'll get it open in a minute. Hang on. I have scissors. I'm still making a pig's ear of it. Right, okay. So I went online and I've ordered Cats, the musical. So if you don't know, it's this version here. Oh, you can see the picture there. If I take it out of its shiny thing, you might be able to see it better. Where's one of those pulley tabby things? Anybody else remember this video of Cats that they brought out ages and ages ago? I mean, this was made in, I can't remember, 1998. Yeah, this is older than my daughter. No wonder I had it on video then. Makes sense now. But yeah, so there it is. Still got glare on it, but you know, so there's the characters. And I love this show. It's so good. I really wish I could go and see this actually in the West End. Cats was the longest running musical in the West End history, the show that changed the face of modern musicals, now as you've never seen it before and as you'll never see it again. This ultimate edition of the Olivier and Tony award-winning classic boasts an all-star cast headed by Elaine Page, London's original Grisabella, and Sir John Mills, with music performed by an 80-piece orchestra. From the opening dance number to the final refrain of Memory, you'll want to experience Cats now and forever. So, yes, I got that! I'm so excited because, I sat down to watch this last Friday, 7 p.m. It was the final one that they were doing. I don't think they're showing them anymore because we've had like a short clip from Andrew Lloyd Webber saying, glad you enjoyed them all, and that's it for now. So I don't think they're going to show any more of these. But when I sat to watch Cats about halfway through, and I must admit, the songs in this are quite high pitched because obviously they're imitating cats, so they were a bit more of the higher pitch, and I started to get a bit of a headache. So the last half of this, I kind of was like, ugh. So I didn't enjoy it half as much as what I was hoping to. But yeah, now I can watch it whenever I want. And yeah, and music by Andrew Lloyd Webber, based on Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats by T.S. Eliot. And then this one, I'm so excited for this one. So this is actually from Waterstones, and I had this on pre-order in store before the lockdown, and then obviously once lockdown happened and all the stores shut, I was like, okay, now what's going to happen to my pre-orders? You know, the ones that I've ordered in store and I will pay on collection. What happens to them? So I put out a tweet asking if any Waterstones employees could give me a bit of information. I think somebody from either the Newcastle store or the Gateshead store, one of those two, they did get back to me and they said, if you had any pre-orders in store that you were going to pay on collection, assume that they are now cancelled and that you need to order online. So I did that. So what did I get? Oh, just inside. Sorry, only dogs could hear that. So which way are we going? Oh, that's the back. Hang on then. I think it's upside down. We're not good at this. Like, we'll go like this way. We'll go this way. We'll go this way. We'll get there in a minute. Hang on. The suspense is killing. I know. That is huge. And of course my thing is in there as well. Look at it. It is of course The Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes. Suzanne Collins, a new Hunger Games novel. There it is. Oh! And this is a Waterstones exclusive edition, so let's have a look and see inside. Oh my god! There's a snake. Okay, I've got to chill. Look, it's yellow underneath. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at that snake. That is awesome. And then you got the black writing. That is cool. So yeah, the end papers has the snake on. And you got the mockingjay. Or the songbird in this case. Ooh, page number 1. You got a snake. Woohoo! Wow. Oh, at the ooh, it looks like every chapter heading has got a snake in it, so that's good. And we have a green ribbon. Oh, that's so cool. And then the snake is on the back end papers as well. Oh, hang on. Ooh, questions for discussion at the back. So that's cool. Oh, what's this? What's this? There's something else at the back as well. Ooh. A Q&A with Suzanne Collins as well. So, leading up to the publication of The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, author Suzanne Collins and the book's editorial director, David Leviathan, spoke about some of the philosophical and literary influences on the book, many of which can be found in the series of quotes on the epigraph page at the book's start. That's good. And then we obviously have acknowledgements. Wow, you wouldn't think I was a reader. At the back. So yeah, I'm so happy. I think that the Q&A at the back is also Waterstones exclusive thing. So if you buy from any other source, you might not get those exclusive bits. But this is so amazing. Okay. It says on the back, it says, ambition will fuel him, Competition will drive him, but power has its price. Because I believe this is the story of Snow. So it says, it is the morning of the reaping that will kick off the 10th annual Hunger Games. In the capital, 18-year-old Coriolanus Snow is preparing for his one shot at glory as a mentor in the games. The once mighty House of Snow has fallen on hard times, its fate hanging on the slender chance that Coriolanus... I'm going to have to look that name up because that's a strange name. Will be able to outcharm, outwit and outmaneuver his fellow students to mentor the winning tribute. The odds are against him. He has been given the humiliating assignment of mentoring the female tribute from District 12, the lowest of the low. Ooh, this could be where his hatred for District 12 comes from. Their fates are now completely intertwined. Every choice Coriolanus, I have no idea, makes could lead to favour or failure, triumph or ruin. Inside the arena, it will be a fight to the death. Outside the arena, Snow starts to feel for his doomed tribute and must weigh his need to follow the rules against his desire to survive, no matter what it takes. Oh, it sounds so good. So the good news is that I'm going to be reading this next month, hopefully. Fingers crossed, because I'm supposed to be doing the Make Your Myth Taker next month, and I already have 16 books on my TBR for that. So I've asked Charlotte if she wants to do a reread of the Hunger Games trilogy and this book. So I don't know if we're going to start with this book and then move on to the Hunger Games trilogy, because actually I'm thinking, I wonder if reading this book first and then rereading the trilogy might give me a different insight into Snow in the trilogy. Right, I am going to go off. I'm going to put some face cream on my face because I can feel it getting dry. What happens when I get a shower. And yeah, and try not to read this because I want to sit and read it right now. But I'm not going to, because I'm going to read it with Charlotte. So yeah. Oh, I can't wait. So I have finished the Copper Gauntlet by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. I gave it 4 stars. It's so close to a 5. I want to give it a 5. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I want to go on to the 3rd book. I do not want to leave this series just hanging, waiting for me to get around to the next book. I loved it, yeah. So, yeah, I can't tell you much about this story because obviously this contains spoilers, as it is the 2nd in a series. So much happened in this, and like, big reveals, big twists, big turns. Like, they know, and it's just great story. But I am loving this series, so yes, definitely really enjoyed it. And I haven't spoken to Charlotte yet. I must admit, I finished the book and went to go do a video chat with her just to talk to her about this, but she's not available, so I came on here instead to talk to you. But yeah, I just, so many feels, so many things I want to talk about and I can't because it's spoilers. But yeah, so that is it. That is my journey to the stronghold complete. My Believathon story is over. So I thought what I would do is I would read you the story of the journey that I've travelled. So sit back with a nice cup of tea and let me tell you a story. The Poacher's Pocket Inn. As you enjoy a pint of speckled pig at the Poacher's Pocket Inn, you notice a shift in the atmosphere. The clouds darken outside. You look outside the window to see a dark figure approaching the inn. He spots you through the window and makes haste to the door. The wind howls as he opens the door and marches directly to your table. You lower the pint to speckled pig as he lowers himself in the seat opposite you. He knows your name. Before you have a chance to reply, he begins to recount your incredible adventures the November before. He's heard all about your incredible skills traversing the land of Believathon. Now he needs your help. An evil witch has placed a curse on the bookkeeper's stronghold in the far north. Because of this curse, books have become trapped to everyone but you. So people in the land of Believathon are beginning to lose their imaginations. You are the only person with the courage and strength to embark on this quest. If you agreed to embark on this quest, you must read the first book in a series. Once read, you may choose your next path, but you can only choose a location that is directly above your current location or diagonally next to your current location until you reach the bookkeeper's stronghold. But before you set off, the stranger thanks you with a magic lamp. The lamp can grant 3 wishes at any point in your journey, but you can only choose one. 1. You can skip a location on your path. 2. Transport to a different next location on the map. 3. Transport to the bookkeeper's stronghold. You're ready for your adventure, and now you must pick your next location and stick to the path set before you, unless you use one wish from the magic lamp. Be sure to choose your wish wisely. So from there, we went to Baba Yaga's house. On your path, you hear voices and music. You follow the sounds until you reach a fence with skulls atop it, and just beyond lies a house. You approach, but it stands. It's a house with chicken legs. In order to enter, you must read a book featuring a family relationship. Once completed, Baba Yaga invites you inside. She prepares you kvass before sending you on your way. And from there, we went to the Mermaid's Lagoon. Laughter and splashing can be heard from far off, so you follow the sounds, hoping to find a friendly face. Turns out, you find several faces, but they're not friendly. The mermaids in Mermaid Lagoon fear you and cocoon you with their song in the water. You will be cocooned in their song until you read a book featuring a female bond. Once free, the mermaid realise they should not fear you, and they allow you passage through Mermaid's Lagoon. From there, we travel to Orion Found. The air is much warmer now as you stumble into a desert. The desert mountains seem to hide something. A spaceship that has crash landed. There is a crew of children stuck inside. In order to free the children inside, you must read a sci-fi book or a book related to space. Once complete, you have the power to open the hatch and free the children. They thank you and help you traverse the rest of the desert until you reach the final location. Are you ready for the final location? And so we finally come to the bookkeeper's stronghold. Huzzah! You're almost at your final destination. The bookkeeper's stronghold is near, but you need to cross a part of the snow sea to get there. You look around, but for miles and miles, all you see is snow. And as you squint, you notice it is shifting. Monsters. You are warned about these creatures. They're called Leviathans, and they're terrifying. You have nowhere to run as they approach. That is, until you hear an approaching sleigh. The Leviathans change course and head for it. They circle round to pick you up, and a song weaver on board manages to battle the monsters and protect you and the crew from a grisly fate. The crew introduce themselves, and you ask them to take you to the bookkeeper's stronghold. They agree to take you, and it isn't long before you reach the gates. The entire place is protected by the witch, trapping everyone inside and keeping everyone out. You walk confidently to the gate with all the knowledge and power you have gained from the stories you have read on your travels, and your moment has come. In order to save the stronghold and defeat the witch, you must read the next book in a series. Once complete, you find yourself transported inside the stronghold now. Once complete, you find yourself transported inside the stronghold now that you have been able to penetrate its defences. Hang on, that sentence doesn't read right. Once complete, you find yourself transported inside the stronghold now that you have been able to penetrate its defences. The witch, enraged, tries to banish you, but you're much too powerful now. With all the strength and courage you can muster, you finally defeat her. The curse has been lifted, and the people of the Bookkeeper Stronghold have been freed. From outside, the stranger who sent you on the quest approaches you and thanks you greatly. He reveals himself. It's Gav of the Bookkeeper Stronghold. You have saved his stronghold, and in doing so, you have restored imagination in the land of Make-Believathon. The end. And so I have come to the end of my journey with the Make-Believathon. I hope you enjoyed travelling with me, and I hope that you'll come back and see me very, very soon in the next video.